MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing.
First pitch coming your way next. And today on the hill, Dean Kramer. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here's a 2-1. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. The Rangers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here's Corey Seager. That's in there. It's 0-1. Seager matched a homer in his last game. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Struck him out looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Nimmo getting the start in right, hitting third in the lineup, and so far this year he's slugging over 500. Fires to first in time.
Batting fourth, first baseman Jake Berger.
Two down, base is empty. Jake Berger, the next to hit. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Rangers strike first on the solo job. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Jack Leiter. What do we have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Jackson Holliday, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And a foul ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. Full count now.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. That catches the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
One out man at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. Late swing fouled off. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now Taylor Ward. Slice down the right side. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Gotta win it all like we supposed to. Dominate the game like we supposed to. I'm just staying in my lane and I'm supposed to. Back here in Baltimore, top of the second, Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. That's a base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Batting seventh, second baseman Josh Smith.
So digging in, Josh Smith. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And that is out of play. Carter, the base runner at first with 1 out. Base knock center field. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making an out at third base.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
Yes.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Orioles DH, Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-1 swings through that one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one almost got him. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one is lifted in the air. One up, one down.
Batting sixth, center fielder.
Stepping in, Colton Cowser.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
That's a base hit. So Adley Rutschman now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 now. And that one fouled off. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He circles the bases, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swings through that one for strike 1. O'Neill launched a homer in his most recent game. And a big swing and a miss. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run. Back now at Oriole Park. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson. Oh! Whoa! And another ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And that's a base hit into left field. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the
So the Rangers batting order
Langford.
turns over.
Wyatt
Wyatt Langford getting ready to hit. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track.
Got it looking. That's a strikeout. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed him. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-2. On the ground, 2 ball. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Go to second.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Nope, that's high.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Rangers 1. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Back here in Baltimore. Well, Singy, who came in fresh off an outstanding outing, but today hasn't been easy.
Yeah, he's been grinding it out so far, Boog, but still a ways to go in this one.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Checks over to first, back safely. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. 0-1. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Going to count 1 and 2.
If I were him, I wouldn't feel like I have to throw fastballs for strikes at this point. We've seen this offense go out of the zone a few times now, and it's not exactly working.
Next offering is outside. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Just misses. And to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
on and missed. Struck him out. 2 away now. Here's a big power threat. Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, Jake Berger.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now one missed. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with you.
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Berger around third. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Smith in the box now, takes strike 1. Alonso takes it to the bag. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Rangers, catcher Danny Jansen.
Go ahead run on base. Now it's Jansen to hit. Doubled in his first AB.
Up.
Runner at third, 2 away.
Oh.
Pitch is in there. That is strike 2. And downstairs. That one almost got him. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Jackson in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Jackson not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So up next, Colton Cowser. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. In the air, right field. Nimmo on the move. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. And that's fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Jackknifes out of the way. High fly ball out to center field. Carter settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. We are tied 2-2. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson.
Well, these
No,
Rangers,
that's a
simply
ball.
put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Now all even up. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the batting order turns over. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Rangers, shortstop.
Seager stands in now.
Yes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Orioles try to keep this a 2-2 game. And we're at the top of the 5th.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Westburg to second. That's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. O'Neill swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Oh.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Swings through that.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday. He's 2 for 2. That one's in there. That's strike 1. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Now one missed. And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
The shortstop,
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for the Orioles.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout now. So a lefty out of the pen, Jacob Latz.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. And the polar bear leaves the yard. His first homer of the year, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 4-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Now here is Taylor Ward. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And a foul ball. On a line. And that is the third out of the inning. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. We're through 5. You're watching. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Nope, that's inside.
And
that's foul ball.
foul ball. The 1-2. Trying to check his swing there, appeal to third, and Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. Fights it off, he'll see another. This one in the air, center field. Kowser under it, and there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Berger
Ball,
in the box
inside.
here, lets that one go for a ball. Sliced hard but foul. That one ripped but foul. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2 stays alive. The Orioles leading by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Struck him out swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Henderson handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Orioles 4 and the Rangers 2.
comes to Mike when I come to get up, stand up, get things.
Bottom of the 6th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. Bullpen action for the Rangers, Jacob Junis, preparing to come on if needed. Wynn also throwing. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And down on strikes. And 1 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Cowser now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a big swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Jordan Westburg will hit next. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Orioles held in check there as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Bradish. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Toss to Alonso. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Josh Smith. And that skips in the dirt. He was late there. Strike 1. Bradish goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Takes it in for the out. Danny Jansen digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. That one 95 to finish him off. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Rutschman up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Up the middle. What a stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Great read off the bat by the second baseman. He took a perfect angle to get to this ball, knowing that he was going to have to dive to cut it off. Gets up and completes the play from the outfield grass. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
O'Neill now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that.
The top of the 8th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Bautista, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 1 down. Back to the top of the order now, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Wyatt Langford. The Orioles up by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach. When you can hand the ball off to multiple arms, it gets stability from all of their performances.
The 1-1. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Rangers go down quickly there. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Foul ball. Yo 1.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Alonso at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the topspin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And a 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Ripped into right field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Next is the designated hitter, Jeremiah Jackson. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 9th. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's off the mark. 3-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. Helsley, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. At the plate, Evan Carter. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And a count 1-2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Liner snapped at first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.